Good morning, Pastor Rob Rhodes here. Thank you for subscribing and watching Spilling Our Beans with Coffee with Rob Rhodes. The coffee hasn't happened yet, but it's about to. We've got our sound equipment on the way. We've had some sound checks done here, but it's going to take a few weeks before we get all our equipment. But the question's been coming in, why did you start this channel? And the reason I started this channel was because I served in the military for 14 years. Oh, that's going to be nice. Served in the military for 14 years. I was a medic in Army Ranger Battalion, and I was a medic with the Special Forces Unit. I also served at 5th Army down in San Antonio. And then I was a state trooper and a federal air marshal before owning my own company and going into ministry. I've been preaching for about 12 years at one church here, but in ministry for over 30 years. But the reason I started the channel was just to bring in people that I met in my travels, people that I found interesting. You'll find anybody from professional football players, basketball players, pastors, business owners, all the way down to, I met a waitress one time that was just phenomenal, had a phenomenal story. You meet somebody, she was stressed out, and I got to talk to her, and she shared her heart with me and prayed with me, and I found her interesting. So one day we brought her to church, and she spoke for an hour on her life and how God had transformed her life. And I think she's about 4'9", which is really cool. Maybe we'll get her out here. But I just wanted to say, in a few weeks, once all our equipment's in, we'll be getting some more guests. They'll be coming in. Ray's going to be our first. Ray Sidnor. He played basketball and football at the University of Wisconsin. And then he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers and played for Philadelphia. He's going to share his testimony. He's doing a phenomenal ministry right now, using sports to spread the gospel down in Baltimore City. My friend Bruce Crevier, who was on America's Got Talent, he has 12 children. They all ride unicycles, spin basketballs. Bruce is in the Guinness Book of World Records. We have the Turtle Man. He's coming. I don't think I have to introduce the Turtle Man. Most people know who he is. I've got Bill Alexson coming, good friend of mine. He founded the chaplain program to the NBA way back in the early 70s, a ball player himself. I've got my friend Laura Thompson coming. She was a major in the U.S. Army, spent several tours overseas during the global war on terror. I got, let's see, one of my buddies, one of my favorites, can't forget Isaac Hamlin. Isaac Hamlin is a very impressive young man, a Generation Z entrepreneur, business owner. He started a company called Better Blend, nutritional smoothies. I started right here in Florence, Kentucky, and I'm also on the board, the advisory board of a venture capital company here locally. And Isaac tested. He was the highest tester we had at the time, maybe ever, for capacity to run a successful business. And he's a young man. I still think Isaac's in his 20s. I don't want to spill the beans too much on him, but literally he is a very interesting person. I've talked to some of his employees, the Better Blend team. We're going to have some of them come in and talk about their college plans and futures and what they're doing in life. Just all of them in their early 20s, really a great group of people, happy. Isaac has an eye for talent. He knows how to grow a business. He knows how to hire good people, and he's been very successful at it. So Isaac will be here. That's just a short list. We've got over 9 celebrity people coming in, NFL players, and we've probably got about 15 local business owners and professionals. We're going to bring them in. So the reason is we're going to ask them about their trials in life, things they went through, how they endured, how they became successful, what God did in their life. And then secondly, some of you may have questions on how do I get to where these people are? How do I become successful? How do I start a business? And that'll be some of our questioning. How do you get started? What do you do? What loopholes look for? What trials to overcome? How not to make the same mistakes they made in the beginning, maybe saving you time and money. So hopefully you'll continue to subscribe and like this channel. We're gonna get started within the next 3 to 4 weeks with our first interview. So thank you all for joining, and I hope we can spread a positive message and make your day somehow special and happier by doing what we do. So thank you for joining Spilling Your Beans Coffee with Rob. Have a great day.